Welcome to the Spanish Cup final, and we're looking forward to this one. It's the 13th of May, it's the Mestalla Stadium, Valencia, and it's Athletic Club Bilbao against Football Club Barcelona. We're about to hear, indeed we are hearing the national anthem. That's very fitting, of course, because it is the Copa del Rey, the King's Cup, the Spanish Cup, their equivalent of the English FA Cup, the first big title of the year that Barca could win, and the first serious title that Athletic Club Bilbao could win in 25 years. So, a lot of expectation. Steve Archibald's alongside me. Steve, this means a lot to both sets of fans. A lot is being made of how important it is, though, to Athletic Club Bilbao.
Yeah, I think that, well, both fans are, I've got to say, the stadium's absolute chock-a-block capacity, fantastic atmosphere. And, of course, King's here, it's King's Cup, he's here with the missus, and it's going to be a spectacular evening. The teams are have a great tradition, great rivalry, and I think it'll be a fabulous match. I think that Barcelona is the first of the triple that they're going for. But I think probably for Bilbao, there may be just that little bit more not determination, but just a little bit more something, desperation maybe, to win a title. Barcelona have virtually got the league locked up and done. And so it's all to play for tonight. I think it'll be a great game.
Going through the lineups for the two teams. In goal for Barcelona, Guardiola sticking with some of the players who've been through every round of the Cup. Pinto in goal, Alves, Touré and Piqué, the centre-halves, Carlos Puyol, the other fullback. Xavi, Busquets and Keita are the midfield trio. Ahead of them, Boyan, Leo Messi and Samuel Eto'o. For Athletic Club Bilbao, Gorka Iraizov is the goalkeeper. Koikili, Amora Bieta, Aitor Theo, Iraola are the defenders. A back four of Yeste, Javi Martinez, Obaith and David Lopez, and up front, Toquero and Fernando Llorente. There is a great atmosphere. There's absolutely, we were talking about this just moments ago, no problems between the two sets of fans because they've just come here for the party, Steve.
Yeah, well, we've been following a little bit in the fans today, and you know they've all enjoying themselves. It's decent weather. They're having a drink, but they're nice and relaxed. There's no problems, as you say. They're here for the match, the cup final, and that's the way it should be, Nick.
So, talking about drink, a few beers have gone down between midday and 10 o'clock. It's a late kick-off, isn't it?
Yeah, it's late kick-off. Fans got here early, so they've been out and about, and the fans, as we can see all around the stadium, there's a mixture. They're mixed in, the Bilbao fans, a lot of Bilbao fans in amongst the Barca fans and vice versa, so it's
That's
a nice
great.
family atmosphere.
Yeah, it's the way football, maybe years and 100 years ago, but it's the way football used to be and could and should be. All the fans mixed together, all celebrating the possible win this evening. Football Club Barcelona with 24 titles, Bilbao with one less on 23. We are really looking at the kings of the cup, and there is expectation on both sides. And I think the first 10 minutes, Steve, are going to be really interesting. Yeah,
well, I think the important thing here tonight is that Guardiola's playing Touré and Piqué in a central defence again. It's not a combination I like because both of them are slow, and if they pace against them, you know, there's a good chance they'll get caught out. No matter how well they read the game, that real pace against them is going to cause them lots of trouble. But, you know, the team is pretty strong, and, you know, it should be good enough to win this match. The only concern for me, as I say, is the two central defenders being a little on the slow side. You've got Puyol, who's not fast, and he's left back position. So, you know, it's a little bit concerning, lack of pace at the back. But hopefully, you know, Barcelona can control the game with possession and manage it in that way.
Barcelona are in possession, 26 seconds into the game, playing from left to right. Athletic Club Bilbao defending in their familiar red and white strips, the goal to our right. And it's Barcelona with Touré on the ball, under pressure from Llorente, who's burst onto the scene, particularly this season. Now a regular Spanish international. And I think Barca, of the two teams, Steve, might want to sort of ease into this game maybe, you know, take the sting out of the anticipation of Atletico Bilbao. They'll want 100 miles an hour and Barca might be wanting to slow it down.
Well, looking at the way it started, Bilbao are on the back foot immediately and Barcelona got possession from the start and are pushing the game. And it's the only way that Barcelona can play, Nick, and they can't sit back and wait for Bilbao to come and take the sting out, as you say, because, you know, they've got a defence that's doesn't normally play together, so they don't want to sit back. They want to push, get in the front foot and push Bilbao back the other way and keep Bilbao at bay and keep them on the back foot and don't let them get to the central defenders.
Goal kick to be taken by Gorka Iraithov. Of course, he won the Spanish Cup with Espanyol in 2006. As his goal kick is picked up by Football Club Barcelona in midfield. Keita on the ball. Pushing it forward to Xabi. Xabi is brought down in the centre circle. The free kick given in favour of Football Club Barcelona. 2 minutes gone in Mestalla. It's Athletic Club Bilbao, Football Club Barcelona 0.
And one thing that we've got to avoid tonight is any injuries. You know, it's been quoted, their manager was quoted in press as saying this could be a night where there could be a few injuries sustained, which was a dreadful thing to say, really, if that was the context of the statement.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, journalists can take a sentence as Touré bursts into the box. He's brought down as Touré it is who's bringing down the defender. Just pushed him out of the way. It'll be a free kick to Athletic Club Bilbao for the challenge on Koikili.
Yeah, so as I was saying, it's important that Barcelona don't sustain any more injuries. They've got plenty of injuries right now and suspensions. Champions League coming up, not in the too distant future. So really important to get through tonight with a clean bill of health and the cup in the bag.
Certainly agree with you. It's not the sort of statement you'd expect a manager to make before any game. He might think it, but he wouldn't say it. No,
but again, it depends on the context. It could have been taken out of context. We don't know, but that was certainly the headline in the press here there in Barcelona.
Piqué moving the ball forward, pushes up to the halfway line. It's picked off by David Lopez. His ball forward is a poor one. It'll be picked up by the Spanish Cup goalkeeper for Barcelona, Jose Pinto, who's played in every cup game. Nice touch that as well, Steve. There is a temptation, surely, or there was a temptation for Guardiola to put Valdez in.
Don't think so. Guardiola, Nick, has played in all the games and maybe a rest would do him some good. I think the cup match, he uses cup players and rightly so. And in my opinion, it's great to win the cup, of course, but the two most important things to do is win the league and champions. So this cup has got to be secondary to that. So absolutely right in what he's doing.
Cup to Barcelona, not contested in the final for 11 years as a long ball is played forward into the box. Torquero, and into the hands of Pinto.
Came a long way and he got his head on it, Torquero.
Another lad who's burst onto the scene this season. Athletic Club Bilbao have maintained their place in the first division. They suffered last year alongside Barca and Real Madrid, the only three teams who have always been in the top flight of Spanish football. Piqué on the ball. Touré moves out. Short ball to Xabi. Flicked on up the line by Messi. Alves can't get there. Athletic Club clear up field. High challenge by Xabi Martinez, and it'll be a free kick to FCB.
Just looking at the shape of the game, Nick, Bilbao certainly sitting back and just holding and not really pushing too far forward. I think it's them
that a surprise?
No, well, it is a surprise, yes. I thought, you know, understanding the Barcelona's predicament, I thought they would have pushed on much harder than they are right now, which gives Barcelona, of course, the advantage. They're able then to push the full-backs in and get more bodies in and play a more of a possession game, as we've seen many times this season, which, you know, stocks up the middle of the park with more bodies and lets them control the game more. I thought Bilbao would have gone much more at them.
Sometimes the manager will look for the first 10 minutes and 20 minutes of settling down and then switch to plan B as Messi.
Yeah, but I don't think that's right, Nick. But I think in this occasion, it's quite a unique occasion. I think he should have gone right at Barcelona immediately.
Messi losing out there, and Athletic Club Bilbao clearing upfield. It'll be a throw-in to Football Club Barcelona to be taken by the captain, Carlos Puyol.
This certainly suits Barcelona. Guardiola will be happy to see the game taking this type of shape so far.
Adolfo into midfield, picked up by Football Club Barcelona. Keita looking for a free kick there, doesn't get it, and it'll be Yeste on the far side, plays the ball through the centre, and Torquero almost on the end of that one as well.
Yeah, but he's the worrying thing, he's in behind the central defender. I think it was Touré. If the ball's better, he takes it on his chest, and he's clean through against the keeper.
It's only his second start as a centre half.
Yeah,
I mean, he slipped in there before, but it's not a good time in the season to be stepping up into a new position, maybe.
No, it's a dreadful time, and I sympathise, but they've got Cáceres in the bench, who's more of a centre-back and get better pace. I would have thought that Guardiola may have tried him tonight, put him in. You know, it's a cup game as well, of course. And to see how it works out, because it's just the point of the lack of pace of two central defenders is, and also the positioning of Touré will be a bit disconcerting for me.
Long ball forward, picked up by Torquero, plays it out to the wing. Returned into the box, Piqué wins the header. It's fallen to Athletic in midfield. Orbaith looking to switch play to David Lopez. Yeste it is who picks up the ball into the box. Shot from outside, and it's the first serious effort on goal. And Pinto must have got a hand to that one. It looked like it was going wide.
No, he's pushed it around the post. Good move. It was a kind of Barcelona type move. Ball in and around the box. 1, 2, 3. I think 4 players involved, all one touch, and finishing with shot on target. And looking at it, I don't think it was a Barcelona player that moved, Nick, while that ball was pinging around.
Yes, with the corner, the first one of the evening. He'll swing it in with his left. And it comes towards the second post. It's a goal. Athletic Club Bilbao have taken the lead with Torquero. It was a simple corner, Steve. Swing into the far post. Torquero got up and in the back of the net.
Oh, it's pretty much a free header, because I think he was jumping against Xavi in the back post, Nick. Yesterday, we know he's got a fabulous left foot. He swings this one in. Way to the back post. Torquero is there, and we know he's good in there. And he almost, he had a chance to go just 2 or 3 minutes ago as well with a header. This one he gets bang on target, great header, but he's jumping against Xavi and also Keita, I think it is, in the back post.
I think Keita,
no competition.
Not really got up for that one at all. It's a good header, Steve. A good
fabulous
forwards goal.
Yep, but no real challenge against him.
Would you have wanted someone else on him? I mean, those are the two forwards.
It's one of the best headers in the team. You've got to.
They are the team that have scored the most goals from
but Nick,
this situation. Steve.
I may have sounded a bit pessimistic from the start of this game, and I am, because of that central defence and the defensive setup, and what has just happened has come of no surprise.
Samuel Eto'o on the ball as Barca will look to get a goal back ASAP. Keita now. Still Keita takes a shot. It's a tame one though, wide of the post, and Gorka will take a goal kick.
Yeah, this will certainly motivate Bilbao to go on, Nick, now and look for another goal, because the first 10 minutes they have weighed Barcelona up a little bit. Now they've got forward, and now they've scored the goal. So they'll go for another one, I'm sure of that. They know they've got the measure of the Barcelona in this first 10 minutes, and they've got a goal that they wanted to settle themselves down and get into this game proper.
Another long ball forward, looking for Llorente. Touré comes away with it. He's just tapped by Torquero, and it'll be a free kick to Football Club Barcelona.
Yeah, it's And looking at, there is a couple of possibilities. We've got Puyol on the left side who can always play in the centre of defence. And so there is possibilities to change things around a little bit. But I think what Guardiola's looking at is probably, for Champions League Touré in there. But it's not going to work. I don't see it going to work for Champions League Touré. It's just not got the pace. And Man United would just, I think, go straight at him. See the replay here again of the Torquera header. Terrific header. Xavi's in the round there. Keita's there. Nobody really picking up, and it's pretty much a free header. Disappointing. First 10 minutes of the game to concede.
Tremendous start for the Basques. Barca up until that point enjoying more possession. But they would have been aware of the direct approach of Athletic Club Bilbao. They knocked out Sevilla in the semi-finals. It was particularly impressive half hour of the second leg where they went 3-0 up as Puyol pushes the ball back. Keita combining with Piqué just on the halfway line. Busquets will bring in Dani Alves. Messi. Still Messi. A little 1-2 there with Busquets. Now combining with Samuel Eto'o. Back to Messi. Messi looking for the ball back. It's cleared. Puyol wins the ball back for Football Club Barcelona. Keita moving forward now.
And really that's what's got to happen, Nick. The big name players have got to step up and take the game to Bilbao.
Messi trying to find a way through the red and white shirts there. Touré challenging, gives away a free kick. I think it was a soft one there for the challenge on Torquero.
Well, he just knocks Torquero out the way before the ball comes down.
And it will be a free kick to Athletic Club Bilbao. 30 minutes gone. It's Mestalla. It's Athletic Club Bilbao 1. Football Club Barcelona 0. 8 minutes gone. Torquero scored from a corner. Whatever happens, the Basque fans will be reasonably happy. They're back in Europe. Barca will be in the Champions League, as we all know. Long ball forward, goes out for a goal kick to the Catalan capital team.
As I said earlier, Nick, I think this is a game that Barcelona have just got to get through. And if I'm wrong and Touré can come on and have a good game, then brilliant. But it's got to be looked at that to get through the game in preparation for Champions. Keep everybody fit and let's not get carried away. Whether win, lose or draw, this is a game in preparation for another.
Because the alternative is to put Puyol in the middle with Piqué and Silvinho at left back.
Yeah.
Or Cáceres.
Yeah.
But it's Athletic Club Bilbao moving forward now. The ball played out to the far side. Yesterday, who provided the corner, has Puyol ahead of him. Drops the ball back. Raiola combining with Yesterday. And the ball pushed all the way back to Gorka. Iraithov. Gorka, when he was at Espanyol, he's changed the name on his shirt to Iraithov.
Which makes it much easier for everybody.
Oh, I tell you what, this Bilbao team is quite nice. Over the years, there's been
some difficult pronunciations.
There's been some dreadfully long names. Basque language being slightly different to the Spanish one. Messi's brought down inside the area. We've not, touch wood, seen any really hard challenges that some people were predicting. Dani Alves combining with Leo Messi. This is more what Barca want as Xavi plays the ball in, and Eto'o wasn't far off the end of that one. It runs out for a goal kick. But it was the first fluid Barca move of the evening, maybe, Steve.
Well, they had a move just before that where Messi got the ball, came across the pitch again. But, it can start from him, and that's where it's got to start. In the middle of the park and get the runs. Look for the forward runs from Eto'o and Boyan. But Barcelona really must get on the ball in the middle of the park and keep a bit of possession. But keep moving the ball at pace as well and try and get Bilbao on the back foot again.
Goal kick taken into the Barcelona half. Headed out to the left-hand side. It'll run out for a throw into Football Club Barcelona, halfway inside their own half. On the Dani Alves side of the field. Receives the ball back from Xavi. Comes off David Lopez, and it'll be a throw in to Football Club Barcelona. 1-1 forward, anticipated there by Amora Bieta. Another impressive centre-half. Talking about defensive, Steve, one of the strong advantages they've got is that is their back four for most of the season. A little variation at left-back through injury to Koikili, but Amora Bieta and Aitor Theo, they are the centre-halves.
Yeah, but not only that, Nick, this team have been...
offside, see offside there against Torquero, Steve.
Yeah, this team had more rest than Barcelona. Barcelona fighting in three fronts: Cup, League and Champions League. And so they've had a lot more competition than Bilbao. So Bilbao should be a little bit fresher and with a little bit more up the sleeve with regards to work rate, I would imagine. So Barcelona have to get the possession and make them work that little bit harder.
Leo Messi's brought down. No, he's not, says the referee. It's a fair challenge by Xavi Martinez. But Barca recovered in midfield. Touré. Busquets forward to Leo Messi. Leo Messi combining with Samuel Eto'o, but there's too many red and white shirts around him. The ball's played back to Iraizov. His clearance into midfield brought down well by Piqué. Almost loses it out, but finds Keita. Puyol. Back to Gerard Piqué. Busquets in the centre of the park, combining with Xavi and Nandez. Xavi brings in Boyan to Dani Alves. Xavi once more. Important that Barca keep possession. Important that is if you are a Kool-Aid. Gerard Piqué receives. Plays it forward. There's a 1-2 with Keita. Samuel Eto'o is out there as well. Puyol moving forward. Barca plenty of balls forward. And it's Boyan. He's got a tight angle there.
Boyan's
and
got
the
it
shot
first time now.
into the hands of Iraizov. A little gasp there from Steve Archibald. The shot was on just a fraction before, Steve.
Pass was perfect. Boyan takes a perfect first touch. You'll see it here again, the replay. Lines that have got to be hit there. Then he turns back. Don't know why. Got to hit it.
And by then, Amora Bieta had closed him down.
Gone. Inexperience showing through.
Just 18, Boyan, and he's not been a regular this year. Probably expected to have played a bigger part, but then Messi, Eto'o and Thierry Henry have been on brilliant form this season.
Just going back to the chance, the point in question, a natural striker would have hit that without a shadow of a doubt, without a slightest hesitation, because it's perfect for it. You know, and Boyan's not that. He scores goals, but not a natural striker.
What is his position then, Steve?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
He's not really a winger, more of a...
No, he's not a he's not a dribbler like in the Messi fashion, of course. He's not got the pace of Henry or Eto'o. He's not good. He's not a natural goal scorer, but he's got something.
And he can play off a number one forward if you like.
In this system, it's much more difficult, I think, for him because he's not the main striker through the middle.
Well,
he's not got the pace of dribbling ability.
Played a 4-4-2.
Not got the dribbling ability for the wide areas. He's best positioned probably playing off as a main striker round about him, and that's where you would see more goals. And I think it's unfortunate that Barcelona play this formation.
Unfortunate
for him. Yeah.
Very fortunate for us because we have seen some tremendous football this season, and we're looking forward to seeing some this evening. 70 minutes still to go. Athletic Club Bilbao are leading Barca 1-0 as Aitor Theo clears the ball upfield. Long ball forward. It was a good pass, but Gerard Piqué gets there. Busquets challenges in midfield. Player goes down, but the referee is he's letting play continuously.
Yeah, it was
doing
50-50.
well.
Yeah, I think that was.
Long ball forward. Samuel Eto'o's in the box. Samuel Eto'o loses out, and that. I think he was surprised to have so much space there, Steve.
First touch wasn't brilliant. We'll wait and see it again in the monitor. It's a fantastic ball through. And talking about natural strikers, and he is. His first touch just let him down because he's on there to finish that. It was a magnificent opportunity to get that goal back.
Back pass there was a bit overhead to it. I thought he still clears upfield. Piqué in midfield. Touré down to Dani Alves. Alves just being nudged, looks for the free kick. There wasn't one, he didn't get one, and Torquero picks up. He's got Touré closing him down. He's down by the corner flag. Toquero against Touré. Touré helped by Dani Alves. Alves has got the ball. Little tug on the shirt, and it's a free kick to FCB. 21 minutes gone in Mestalla. Touré looks up. Athletic Club Bilbao closing down well, Steve.
Yeah, they're working hard now. They've got a bit between the teeth and are pushing for more goals. They're now comfortable. They're closing, trying not to let Barcelona get on the ball. But Barcelona are doing pretty well so far. You know, they're building little bits and pieces. We've just seen that ball through to Eto'o. We had Boyan with a shot just before that.
Toquero's put the ball between Touré's legs, going to nutmeg him, and Touré has obstructed him according to the referee. And there is the first yellow card of the evening from Mendina Cantalejo.
Early in the game for a centre-back to get it, 20 minutes. Rest of the game to go.
Certainly is. Does it affect a player? Does it stand up for them? No, there's an arm out. There's enough. I mean, Toquero looked for the arm.
He thought he was diving into the swimming pool there.
He certainly looked for Touré's arm, but it was enough to get a free kick. The free kick taken, played out to the far side of the field. Iraola will cut inside. Another one of these Spanish internationals plays the ball into the box. And it's cleared, but it's Athletic Club Bilbao's ball again. Comes off Dani Alves, and it will be a throw into Football Club Barcelona. Alves demanding a bit more concentration, a bit more fire from his teammates. Possibly a long throw in here from Koikili. Into the box it goes. Llorente gets the little nod on, but into the hands of Pinto. Bilbao unbeaten in their last 4 games. Wins against Numancia, Racing and Betis, with a draw at Gijón mean that they're safe in the first division this season. As the ball's played forward to Busquets. Gerard Piqué advancing into the Bilbao half, plays it out to Samuel Eto'o. Supported by Keita. Puyol's made space on the far side. It's Puyol with the 1-2 with Keita. Keita forward, looking for Boyan on the edge of the box. The ball cleared by Aitor Theo, and it'll be a Barca throw-in. Keita. Piqué forward to Busquets. Toquero doing a lot of work there, closing down in midfield, as well as being the goal scorer. It's a good, lovely ball there, looking for Dani Alves.
The good movement again. Barcelona trying, getting a little pass through, a little bit overhit by Messi there, but the idea is good. Run was good from Dani Alves. Messi coming in, starting things off.
Dani Alves, who's also a cup winner with Sevilla, 2007. Most of the Barca players, of course, don't know what it's like to get their hands on the trophy. This man does. Samuel Eto'o, he won it with Mallorca. It'll be a throw-in to Athletic Club Bilbao. Halfway inside the Barca half, over halfway through the first half. And it'll be a throw-in on the far side from Iraola again into the box. Puyol gets ahead on it. Busquets is challenged just a little bit too keenly there by Llorente, and it'll be a free kick in favour of FCB. Always like to comment when I think the referee's doing well. He's doing well, Steve, the ref. He's blowing.
Yeah, he's handled the game so far.
Yeah,
so
he's letting things go when he has to and blowing when he has to. Pinto with the clearance into the Athletic Club Bilbao half. Cleared out for a throw-in to Barcelona. Caparrós, the Bilbao coach, on the edge of his technical area. As Piqué receives for Barca. Supported by Carlos Puyol. Keita and Samuel Eto'o combining. Ball played into the centre. Busquets. Boyan making the run on the far side. Loses out. It's cleared upfield. He'll go out for a throw-in to Football Club Barcelona. Queen has also got her competition, the Copa de la Reina. And indeed, in that, Athletic Club Bilbao and Barca are playing each other. That is the female equivalent of the Copa del Rey, as Barca moving forward. Messi can't control the ball, though, and it'll be a throw-in to the Basques. Oh, good play by Messi. He's robbed the ball there, and it's a combination of Boyan and Dani Alves. Alves, Samuel, and that was a good effort from Sami Eto'o, Steve.
Yeah, it was a good strike. It's good to get a strike on target and make the keeper do a little bit of work. Easy height from him, of course, good power, but good to get a strike on target.
Well struck shot, but as Steve said, directly at Gorka Iraithofen. Another long ball forward, looking for Llorente. Doesn't reach him, and it's cleared out by a Bilbao player, and it will be a throw-in to be taken by Dani Alves. Barca looking to win a trophy. They haven't won since 97-98. Athletic Club Bilbao have to go back to 1984. And that was against Barcelona. Puyol plays it forward to Keita. Samuel Eto'o to his left. Instead it goes inside to Xabi. Xabi finds Mendina Cantalejo, who's not been signed up by Barca. He's the referee this evening, but Barca won the ball back. It's played back to Pinto. He's a character, isn't he, Caparrós? He's always on the edge. He always not a man to stand there passively. Always seems to get a little bit excited.
Well, it's a lot at stake for him tonight, that's for sure. Long time since Bilbao won anything. Big match for him.
Of course, Athletic Club Bilbao were waved off by their fans on Sunday. Just for a training session, they had 20,000 there. Really is hard to describe the anticipation for this final in Bilbao. As Xabi has possession for Barca, force back, plays it to Touré. Touré alongside him, the other centre-half this evening, Gerard Piqué. Puyol is out to his left, the ball is played inside. Xabi turns, makes a little bit of time for himself.
A lot of onus on Xavi tonight, Nick, to keep that ball flowing in the middle of the park.
Long ball forward into the box. Boyan can't control. Leo Messi picks up, plays it back to Dani Alves on the edge of the box, and not one of his better crosses. We saw that last Wednesday against Chelsea. It wasn't. We've seen some great crossing by Dani Alves this season. Tremendous centres, but the last couple of games we haven't been seeing that, Steve. Really?
No, there's nobody really closing him down there, Nick. You need people on the back post. You've got to be more careful. You know,
Samuel Eto'o was coming in at the back.
He's made that type of error on many occasions this season. Although, as you say, he has made quite a few good crosses, but it's something he really needs to work on. Need to get the pace and the height of that ball correct to give the striker a chance.
On ball forward, we'll be saying that a few times this evening, no doubt, as bobbles around in midfield, flicked on by Llorente. Really is a massive force in the air. Oh, and there's a late challenge from David Lopez. He's caught Alves, but the ball already off the pitch. Maybe
it's a stupid tackle from David Lopez. There's no doubt about it. The ball was off the pitch. Yeah, it's a yellow card. There's no doubt. Looked innocuous. I don't know where he really caught Alves, but it was a stupid tackle to make.
One of those challenges, though, that, like you say, a manager's not going to be happy. It's off the field. The ball's off the field. What are you doing?
It was going nowhere. And we'll see it again here in the replay. Ball's running out.
Lopez has won the battle.
Yeah, he's come sliding from a mile away. And Alves is there. He's no way he's going to do anything with that ball. Shouldn't be sliding from that distance. And definitely a yellow card.
Second yellow of the evening. First one for Touré, and 29 minutes gone. David Lopez, the first one for Bilbao, as Xabi moves forward for Football Club Barcelona. Half hour gone. Puyol is outside him. Turns inside to Busquets. Busquets plays it out to Keita. Keita will now find Carlos Puyol. He returns the ball to Keita. Keita switching play to Touré on the halfway line.
See, this is what Barcelona need to do now. They need to get the full-backs pushed in to give them that extra body in the middle of the park.
Oh, Touré on the right goal!
What a strike!
Touré has struck! Touré has equalised for Barcelona! And what a goal from Yaya Touré. An amazing strike, Steve Archibald. What a goal.
Yeah, and he did it early in the game, Nick. He got forward and he found himself in the box. He's done it again. I think he's beat 2-3 people and got a strike in straight into the keeper's bottom left-hand corner and went in at such pace, keeper had no chance. Brilliant strike. Great piece of individual play from Touré. And exactly what Barcelona needed right now. Exactly what I was saying, Nick. Got to get the fullbacks pushed into midfield to give us more bodies in. You'll see again, dribble 1, 2, past the third one, strikes it from what, 25 yards out? Fabulous strike, bottom corner, keeper no chance. Great power on it.
And he took that little bobble off the pitch there, and Gorka got down there.
In fact, you see him at a slightest deflection from the defender and into the back of the net, but who cares? It's great, 1-1 and game on.
Certainly is game on, and you suspect there'll be plenty more goals this evening. 32 minutes gone. It's Athletic Club Bilbao 1, Football Club Barcelona 1.
And we saw Guardiola there with Dani Alves, and I think what he'd be saying to him is keep pushing forward, full backs into those areas, stock up midfield, keep possession of the ball. That way Barcelona have got possession and Bilbao can't get at them.
It's a battle in midfield there as the free kick given in Barcelona's favour. Messi impeded. Busquets not clearing the ball well. Played switch to the far side. Yeste combining with Iraola. Still Athletic moving forward, but Puyol's got there first. He clears, throw into Athletic Club Bilbao.
See the strike again here in replay. Comes off the defender's foot, and I think that's what takes it away from the keeper.
I think Gorka might have got there otherwise, Steve. You're dead right. It's just that slight deflection, isn't it?
It might actually have been going wide, but who cares? I mean, he's shot at goal. It's going in the back of the net. We'll see how Bilbao will react after this. Barcelona can press on again.
It's Leo Messi now moving forward. So Boyan out to his left. Dani Alves is in the box. Dani Alves shoots. Oh, dear me. And that has gone out for a throw-in.
Too much pace on it. He must see Boyan coming in. If the pace of the ball is right,
was he shooting there? Was he shooting or crossing?
No, he's crossing. He's crossing, but
too much pace on it.
He must see Boyan coming in. It's a beautiful weighted pass from Messi. Alves doesn't have to do anything, just hit it across the box at right pace, and it's tap in for Messi. For Boyan.
Now it's the Barca fans who've taken over in the loudest singer stakes as Dani Alves picks up the ball on the near touchline through the legs of David Lopez.
See, the thing from this side, Nick, when Alves gets into there, we've seen it, it's not been regular all season. You know, he's hit some great ones, some bad ones, and some in-between ones, but he's got more consistency in his decision-making when he gets in those areas.
Ball play forward to Boyan. Oh, Boyan's beaten Amora Biete, gets to the byline, drags it back, and finds a Bilbao head. It was a classy run from young Boyan.
Yeah, good clean feet there.
Toquero stopped by Piqué on the halfway line. The ball picked up by Busquets. Xavi, this game really opening up now. Oh, dear me, and that's a yellow. That looked like a hard challenge from Koikili on Leo Messi.
I don't know if he got the ball. Let's have a look at the replay again. Referee looks like he's getting the card out.
It looked worse than it was, Steve.
I think it did look worse than it was. But let's look at the replay if we can get it up here.
Koikili is yellow carded. Some of the Barca players continuing the conversation. I really don't know what's going on there. Koikili has committed a foul. He's got the yellow card, and that's about it, really. 10 minutes to half-time, Steve.
Replay. Yeah, no, the defenders missed it. I don't think there was any badness in it, but it's just the pace the ball came in and two players came together. It looked worse than it was.
It certainly did, didn't it? Free kick to Barca, to be taken by Xavi Hernandez. Messi is also there. Could be an in-swinger from the left footer. No, he leaves it for Xavi. Xavi into the box. Cleared by Athletic Club. Toquero played up the wing. There's no one really there. I don't see how he was going to catch that one. Dani Alves is there, though. Alves back to Touré. Alongside him, Piqué. Also push him forward.
Barcelona now got a real chance to capitalise on that, Nick. Bilbao look a little bit groggy now. It's got to push on, yeah.
The momentum has switched, hasn't it, to Football Club Barcelona, thanks to Touré's wonder strike. Leo Messi's thwarted this time as the ball's cleared into the Barca half. It'll be picked up by Touré, the scorer of what a wonderful, really was a tremendous shot. It did take a slight deflection, but it was the power as well.
He beat three men before he hit it, Nick.
Exactly. Busquets combining in midfield with Leo Messi. Just steps round one, plays the ball forward, looking for the run by Boyan. Boyan had already stopped the run, and it runs through to Gorka Iraithov.
Yeah, Boyan's gone, then stopped to run. But Messi's picking some good stuff up in the middle of the park, Nick, and making the play between himself and Xavi, and keeping the ball and making these passes, and Messi's putting perfect pace on them. So it's something that, you know, it's something that we can look to get more fruit from.
One ball forward, and it's all Barca doing the singing now. It's Leo Messi looking for the ball. He's held his man there, maybe. Free kick given in favour of Athletic. Koikili, the man impeded. Koikili was playing second division football till last season. He's now a regular in the Athletic Club defence. Gorka with the free kick, looking for and finding Llorente. He flicks it on, but Puyol will pick up, or he'll let it run out for, and indeed does let it run out for, a goal kick.
Yeah, Barcelona will be quite happy getting the goal now. They can relax a little bit more and don't have to chase the game all even again.
Certainly an open game, but Barca enjoying more of the possession, Steve. And
yeah, I can't believe that the bike kick that Pinto just took there. And
put him under pressure, didn't he?
He put Piqué under a lot of pressure, needless pressure.
Free kick in favour of Football Club Barcelona, but certainly you get that sensation that Barca are taking charge of this game, Steve.
Yeah, but they've got to keep the pressure on. They can't take the pedal off, foot off the pedal rather. They've got to keep it going, keep forcing the game.
Dani Alves combining with Messi. The pass is poor. Comes off a defender though, and it'll be Barca's ball. Leo Messi is inside, or just outside the box. Still Leo Messi making that run alongside the D. The ball played in. Alves goes down, nothing doing, and it will be a goal kick. Alves remonstrating with the linesman. Medina Candelejo is there to keep the peace.
I thought it was a free kick in the edge of the box against Messi. I'd like to see that again.
Yeah, I could have seen that, and I don't know whether the referee saw that they had the ball and
he's
carried
given a bit
on.
advantage, yeah, which is fair enough because the ball was good into Alves. First touch wasn't brilliant, and the chance was lost, but I think it was a good decision from the referee.
5 minutes to half-time. It's Athletic Club Bilbao 1, Football Club Barcelona 1. Very entertaining game so far as the ball's played forward. It'll be picked up by Carlos Puyol, closed down by Yeste. Gets the ball out to Keita. The ball comes off Xavi Martinez, and it'll be a throw-in to Football Club Barcelona on the halfway line to be taken by their captain. The ball now with Gerard Piqué. Piqué, long ball forward. Dani Alves. Alves brings it down, plays it back to Xavi. Xabi to the edge of the box. Boyan with a nice little back heel there, looking to fool Amorebieta. Doesn't come off, but he'll get the throw in. Alves. Xabi, good ball into the box. Oh, and it was almost on the head of Keita, but it was cleared for a throw in by Eito or Theo.
Yeah, good run from Keita. Stealing in it, just in behind the defender. Defender just gets a clearance, but good run, good ball in.
Busquets loses control, goes down, but it'll be a throw into Athletic Club Bilbao. And I don't know, Caparrós will be quite happy, I think, given the way the game has switched to get to half-time, get the boys back into the changing room and
yeah, I think so.
Organise things again.
Still 5 minutes to go, mind you, so plenty of things can happen in 5 minutes.
Xavi Martinez, very elegant, hard-working midfielder, plays the ball forward. Is picked up by Barca, though. Samuel Eto'o. Back to Keita. Keita. Down to Touré. This was more or less where he started that run for the goal. Busquets, though, plays it forward. Messi looking to get through too. Still Leo Messi does get through too. Always brought down. Looked like a real obstruction there on the edge of the box. The referee lets play continue. Touré, Busquets and Alves recover. Alves' ball is picked up and played forward, and the ball back to Pinto. He handles it calmly, and it's Touré bringing it forward. Now with Gerard Piqué coming up to half-time. Barca move the ball out to the far side. Keita. Xabi. Busquets. Dani Alves. Can he get one of those crosses in? So plays it short. Messi combining with Xabi. Boyan receives just outside the box. Plays it well to Xabi. Xabi just crowded out. Athletic will play the ball up field as far as Gerard Piqué.
Yeah, we see Athletic, Nick, they're all getting as many bodies back as possible. Don't want to give anything away in the last minutes before the half-time whistle.
Busquets wins the throw-in halfway inside the Athletic Club Bilbao half. Toquero committed the foul, complaining that it's landed on his wrist maybe as he's gone down. And we can see Dani Alves there, Steve, looking to have a go halfway inside the opposing half.
Why didn't you call him Thomas the Tank?
Danny Thomas the Tank Engine Alves. Alongside him, Xabi
the Tank.
Xavi the Tank from Terrassa. Oh, we're going to get into some alliteration there.
This is a long way.
It is a long way. You've got to wonder if they've got a set play from this distance. 1 minute to half-time. That's too far out, surely, for a direct attempt on goal.
Dani Alves can hit the ball. If he gets it on target, it's a big ask, to be fair. But a minute before half-time, have a bash at it. See, maybe people might spill it out. And we'll see if he has a bash at it from here. I would imagine he would.
Xabi and Alves, the free kick options. Dani Alves hits it. Oh, dear me, that was close. That was a good hit, Steve.
Yeah, good power on it. Good direction, just wide of the keeper's left-hand post. But excellent effort from just watching here again, the replay.
Just covers outside that post. On that one.
Yeah. Curling in all the way, just shame it didn't go in another yard. Excellent effort.
Alves, of course, who scored a tremendous free kick at the weekend against Villarreal.
Could have twisted his ankle there. I don't think he was hit by anybody. I think it was a twist in the ankle as he was turning.
Caparrós not happy. The referee having a word with Joaquim. Alves still down.
Have a look at it again. The monitor.
He's on his feet. As you say, Steve, just went down on his own. There didn't seem to be too much contact.
No.
There is the half-time whistle. It's been a very eventful first half. Barcelona going 1-0 down to Torquero after 8 seconds. Then an amazing strike from Yaya Touré on the 30th minute means it's 1-1 at half-time. We'll be back with you in the second half. Bye for now, folks. Welcome back to the second half in the Mestalla of Valencia. It's the Spanish Cup final. Athletic Club Bilbao 1, Football Club Barcelona 1. Cracking first half. Athletic Club Bilbao taking the lead after 8 minutes. Barca equalising after 31 through Touré. What are we expecting in this second half, Steve?
Well, I would expect that Guardiola would want Barcelona to push on, as I said in the first half, get the full-backs into the midfield area, and that's how they're going to win the game now. Full-backs pushing in, dominating, helping to dominate the middle of the park. Messi on the ball, little balls through from him and Xavi onto strikers' runs, and I think Barcelona have got a real chance to win this game as long as the full-backs push in and they dominate the possession in the middle of the park.
I mean, apart from that one goal, obviously the goal from Torquero, apart from that, Pinto wasn't really challenged. There was one save he had to pull off from yesterday. That apart, Bilbao didn't really get forward enough.
No, they didn't. They got the goal in and didn't push the advantage forward. And I think they started the game, I said at the beginning of the commentary, didn't start the game strongly enough for me. We'll see if they start the second half stronger. But Barcelona certainly have it in their power to win this game.
Barcelona defending the goal to the right. The ball played into their box, cleared by Piqué. It's with the Athletic Club Bilbao midfield. The ball played forward. Puyol just keeps it in, combining with Keita. Keita almost loses out. Indeed he does, and it'll be Athletic's ball played in by Oboy, cleared by Piqué. As Steve said, it'll be interesting to see if Athletic Club Bilbao start with a little bit more pace in this second half. It's a throw into Barcelona. Carlos Puyol to take. No changes at half-time. Barca lining up with Pinto in goal. Fullbacks Dani Alves and Puyol. Centre-halves Yaya Touré and Piqué. A midfield trio of Busquets, Keita and Xavi. Up front, Boyan, Messi and Samuel Eto'o. For Athletic Club Bilbao in goal, Iraizoz, a back four of Koikili, Amorebieta, Aitor Theo and Iraola. In midfield, David Lopez, Javi Martinez, Obaith and Yeste. And up front, Fernando Llorente and Torquero. The free kick given against Boyan there, and it'll be Athletic Club Bilbao with another one of those long balls forward, looking for Llorente. It's cleared by Touré, picked up by Xavi in midfield. He's got runners ahead of him. Boyan receives, can't control, and Amorebieta clears, but it's only as far as Busquets. Busquets goes down under the challenge from Xavi Martinez, takes a quick one. It finds Xavi. Xavi on the edge of the box to Samuel Eto'o. Good move here by Barca. They've got players forward. Leo Messi lays it off to Samuel Eto'o, and Barca will start again. Dani Alves, and the ball not a good, and then it runs out for a throw into Athletic Club Bilbao. 2 minutes into the second half.
Well, it's good intention shown by both parties, Nick. Bilbao had an attack and now Barcelona had an attack, so it certainly keeps the interest up for all sides.
Also, I think as you see players tiring, this game will open up even more as Barca have possession in the centre circle. Samuel Eto'o has Carlos Puyol on the left flank. Plays it short to Busquets. Alves. Boyan being watched by Amorebieta. He gets a foot in, the ball picked up by Xavi. Boyan now outside the D. Samuel Eto'o takes over. Leo Messi looking to get it on his left foot. Oh, and his shot is blocked.
Looked like it might have been going, Nick.
Certainly would have tested Iraizoz. Came off a defender, and Caparrós looking a little bit concerned. And it's Barca's throw in on the far side. Ball cleared up to the halfway line. Llorente loses out, an easy ball there for Yaya Touré. Plays it inside to Xabi. Xabi has support from Keita and Carlos Puyol. Carlos Puyol receives. Yeste ahead of him. Oh, it's still Carlos Puyol. Lays it off for Xabi. Xabi with the ball to the far post, and it didn't quite reach Keita or Messi, who was hovering on the far side. And it'll be a goal kick to Athletic Club Bilbao.
Yeah, Keita made another good run and just blocked in the end by Moravieta. But good run into the box, and he does that on a regular basis, which is important for Barcelona. Get bodies in the box.
As it is, goal kick taken by Gorka Iraithov. Yes, plays it down, the ball played forward, looking for Torquero. It's picked off by Busquets. Busquets into the centre of the field. Keita has Eto'o ahead of him. Plays it to Xabi. Xabi has Dani Alves in support. Alves into Messi. Messi, little 1-2 there, little fall for Keita, but the ball is
Keita's
lost, and Keita will pick up a yellow card.
Yeah, Keita's caught him.
Well, he seems to be flashing the yellow card to Leo Messi there, Steve.
Maybe something he said.
Let's have another look at this one. It's Koikili who's down. Iraithov coming out of his area, and they're all getting involved. It was Keita with the challenge. He's basically stepped on Koikili's foot. Whether it was intentional or not, I'm not sure. But
well, he's late onto a challenge, and that can be a yellow card.
And Dina Candelejo insisting that the Basque fullback has to be taken off the field.
But truth be told, Nick, he's only stepped on his foot and that's it. It didn't shoot him through the foot with a Magnum 45.
Still waiting to see who was booked there, because one little failing, I think, of Spanish referees, the habit of waving the yellow card in the rough direction of players. It looked like Leo Messi was getting that, but Keita was the man who committed the foul. As you said, Steve, Leo Messi may have said something.
Verbals.
6 minutes into the second half. The ball's headed on. Torquero gets there, looking to lay it across the box. Llorente was coming in, but Pinto got down well.
Yeah, Torquero getting behind Keita. Getting behind Piqué there, Nick. Just for the flick on. Piqué was a little bit flat-footed, and just lucky that Bilbao don't have any more support in the area for the cross.
Puyol now has possession for Barcelona. Plays it inside to Xabi. Xabi 1-2 in with Busquets. Still Xabi looking for Keita. Keita controls, lays it off to Samuel Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o plays the ball into the centre. Barca moving the ball around well with Leo Messi now. Messi to Eto'o on the edge of the D, looking for Xabi. It's Leo Messi inside the box, looking for the shot. Ooh, and it was wide, but lovely idea there from Leo Messi, Steve, with the outside of his boot.
Good ability, and it broke away from Messi just in the last instant, but he gets round the player, and we see in the replay, and just tries to get it back in with his left foot. Should he have come across it with his right foot? It was on for it.
Quite fancies his left foot normally, though, Steve.
Yeah, but he's on a diagonal, and he's perfect for his left foot.
Right, you mean?
Right foot, sorry, yeah.
Goal kick taken. The ball, as ever, looking for Llorente. It's flicked off to the right-hand side. Picked up by Obaith. He plays it inside to Yeste. Yeste under pressure, plays it back to Aitor Theo. Long ball forward. Piqué clears. Keita in midfield, lays it off of Carlos Puyol. Puyol challenged or blocked by Torquero. Pushes it back to Piqué. Piqué back to Pinto. Pinto with plenty of time to clear. Piqué. Carlos Puyol plays it inside. Busquets will bring it forward.
Yeah, Bilbao's not closing. They had a real chance to close Barcelona down there and didn't. Give Barcelona a lot of space to play out there.
And it'll be Dani Alves on the far side. Cutting in. Still Dani Alves. He's outside the D. Oh, there's the shot, and Pinto pushes it out for a corner. Pinto here, I thought, of course. And it'll be a corner to Football Club Barcelona. Good effort, Steve.
Yeah, good run from Dani Alves. Good strike from Messi. And here I thought just gets it round the corner.
Xavi with the corner. Cleared. It'll be picked up by Leo Messi. Xavi returns the ball to the Argentinian. Walks around Torquero, plays it into the box. Saboleto, and it's another save from me right off. Leo Messi, goal!
Yeah, got to be.
Goal, Barcelona. Leo Messi makes it 2-1. For the first time in the evening, Barca are leading in the 2009 Spanish Cup final. And the fans who are jumping up and down are wearing claret and blue shirts. Messi, in the 53rd minute, has made it Barcelona 2, Athletic Club Bilbao 1.
Yeah, when the ball bounces out to, rebounds out there to Messi, Nick, there's nobody near him, smack in the middle of goal. There is absolutely no way he's going to miss it. There are too many spaces he can't miss. Beautiful finish. Thoroughly deserved by Barcelona, making all the play, pressing from the start of the second half. Back to the full-backs, I said before. Just look at the replay again. Great ball across from Eto'o, I think it was. Rebounds out to Messi. Well, he could miss, of course, but it bounces out perfect for him. Left foot, you can see the space, no problem.
Messi starting the move, the ball out to Samuel Eto'o, as Steve said, good ball across the box, and Leo Messi
just goes for power into the space, unstoppable, and really comes from, as I said before, like the full-backs pushing in. We've seen from the start of this game both full-backs pushing on, and that gives the extra bodies in the middle of the park. And you know, whereas before we may have had Xavi in there with Touré and Iniesta, for example, their movement's totally different from the midfield we have now, and can cope with it. This midfield's a couple of defensive players in there, so the passing and movement's not as fluid as it is normally. Extra bodies in there makes everything much easier and gives support all around. So that's where it's coming from, and Barcelona must continue with full-backs pushing in and keep pressing the game, get another goal.
2-1 up, 11 minutes into the second half, and Carlos Puyol receives. Keita brings in Samuel Eto'o. Barca really are moving the ball around. Samuel Eto'o on the left-hand side. Back to Keita. Keita flicking over.
Good
Samuel
ball.
Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o!
Oh,
over the top. Over the top. And I thought...
It's his first touch, Nick, again.
No flag, and he was in so much space there. Steve, how did he miss that one?
First touch, Nick. The run was perfect. Pass was perfect. Timing perfect. Just Eto'o's first touch. Same as I mentioned in the first half. His first touch when he had the chance in the first half, let him down. Same thing again. Didn't spin it the way he should have, and didn't get control of it quickly enough. But great chance again. Lots of bodies in there, lots of touches, good run forward, and perfect pass, precision passing.
Llorente on the edge of the box loses out to Dani Alves, and that'll be a chance for Barca to counter. Dani Alves, Xavi, and now Leo Messi. Leo Messi with a great ball forward to Boyan. Boyan's got Eto'o in the box. Instead it's Boyan!
Nice goal.
3-1 Barcelona! What a tremendous strike! What a goal from young Boyan! And that is his fifth cup goal, Barca's third, and this is getting very easy indeed for Football Club Barcelona, Steve.
Well, they've got the key to the game, Nick. They've got lots of bodies in the middle of the park. They've got runners forward. Bilbao are all over the shop now. We saw with that pass through to Boyan, I think one player had stepped up and two had stayed in. All over the place. Lost the rhythm in the game totally. Boyan picks it up. We see it here. One player playing everybody on. Boyan and Eto'o completely free. Boyan could have passed it into Eto'o for a finish, but decides to go for the far corner. Picks it perfectly. Lovely stroke to finish it off the post into the back of net. Excellent finish.
Boyan, a bit of a cup expert this season. As I said, fifth goal, and it is a great finish. Look at that angle. Curls it round into the very corner. Well, he's dragged off with no chance, Steve.
He's dragged the defender to the left, knowing exactly what he's going to do. Waited for that second till he saw the post and then curled it in. Lovely finish. And Barcelona got to push on again, Nick. Can't stop here. Got to push on, get another goal. And they can. And again, come back to the full-backs. They've got to stay pushed in, control the middle of the park, and they'll get more goals. There's no doubt about it.
Caparrós now, of course, will be faced with some questions. Because, of course, the more they push forward, the more you're going to get situations like that.
Dani Alves hit in the head by something from the crowd.
Alves is on the floor.
Terrible thing that, somebody throwing something from the crowd. We'll see here again in the replay what hits him. It's a bottle. Looks like a bottle. I don't think it's not a glass bottle, of course.
No, I wouldn't have thought they'd have been allowed in. And
but we will see it for sure. We'll see the object. Referee's got it in his hand, I think.
And you can see the Bilbao fans are trying to point at where it came from.
Yeah, and rightly so. We don't need this in the game. It's disgusting. That could, something like that could take a person's eye out. Could really do damage. We'll see it again here. No, it's a carton. It's a sort of carton of juice. Not done any damage to Alves. It must have given her a real shock, of course.
Alves is down, but I'm sure we'll be able to continue. Certainly you can see the Athletic Club fans looking to find the culprit themselves.
Yeah, I think they've pointed the guy out. They want him out, don't want anything to do with him. And that's a great sign. I think it's a great, obviously a great assistance to the police, who now have the guy in their control, and he's out of there. And rightly so. No room for this in the game, Nick. Disgusting. No matter what it was he threw, should be throwing nothing.
And you can see his own fans tearing into him there, Steve.
Yeah.
He's going to be a little bit embarrassed, to say the least.
It gives, it's really a bad reflection on the club. And for one idiot in the crowd.
Substitutions will be made. Ion Velez and Echeverri coming on. Echeverria, that is. Torquero looked like he was carrying a knock going off.
Yeah, Echeverria, a legend at the club, been there for a long, long time. Player with a lot of ability and does score a goal or two.
Ion Velez attacking players coming on.
Yeah. Nothing else to do, got to go for it. Bilbao got to go for it, Nick. Get nothing to lose now. 3-1 down. Of course, as you mentioned, Elliott leaves himself wide open for, for the counter-attack again.
So play continues. Barcelona leading 3-1, looking very comfortable. It'll be Carlos Puyol on the ball. Out it goes. Throw into Athletic Club Bilbao, just in front of Pep Guardiola.
Slowing the replay again there. Lovely finish by Boyan.
There goes down in the Barca box. Nothing doing, says the referee, and Barca will bring the ball away. Samueleto, Busquets and Keita combining. Keita's looking good this evening, Steve.
Yeah, he's worked hard. He's hit the box. He's worked hard in the middle of the park. He's tried to keep the game flowing. He's had a good touch this evening, yeah. Barcelona pressing good. Good pressing in the middle of the park. Excellent. Excellent. And that's what they've got to do, just get bodies in there. Because Bilbao, when Barcelona have got a lot of bodies in there, Bilbao can't pass it around and make the play from there.
Barca in possession now with Xabi. Xabi inside to Keita. Keita finds Leo. Ooh, and Messi's been brought down there. There'll be a free kick.
Got to be a booking. Player was nowhere near it.
Tell you what I do like about Leo Messi, Steve. He takes a lot of knocks.
Does.
And that's all, nearly always his reaction is this.
It's incredible.
He's been cleaned there, as they say in Ireland. Totally taken out. And he just sits there and says, well, what's going on? I love that.
Yeah, but that's Messi's attitude to it, and it's only one he can have, really. He's a little guy with bags of ability, and the difference you rightly point out, Nick, is that Messi uses his ability, which attracts a lot of abuse from defenders, but the only way to counter that is show them it's not affecting and get on with it. So when you're a little guy like that with ability, you've got to know how to take knocks. If you don't and you're a bit scared, you'll never get to where you want to get to, but Messi's an expert at it, and that's what makes a difference between him and others.
Free kick, 2 meters out. Xavi is there, curls it in.
Oh, what a goal.
Goal, Barcelona, goal, Xavi Hernandez. Spanish Cup almost in their hands. Tremendous strike by the boy from Terrassa, and you really can't see any coming back from that one. Barca 4-1 to the good, and there's still half hour to go, Steve.
Yeah. Barca continue to press, Nick. They've got the game in their hands. They've got control of the midfield. The strikers are running free. Xavi hits a beautiful free kick. I think, look at the keeper on the replay. Keeper should have had it. I don't know what he's doing. He's over, then he just sort of jumps into the post. But it's a lovely free kick, no taking it away from Xavi. Sent off the post.
I'm not sure whether the keeper was putting his arm out to protect himself from going into the post. That's what it looked like, yeah. There.
That's what it looked like. Nevertheless, it's 4-1. It's a fabulous scoreline for Barcelona. Deservedly so, Nick, got to be said. Deservedly so. They've worked very hard for this. After a difficult start to the game, conceding the goal, back in it, gone on from strength to strength, playing really well and dominating. And really Bilbao off them. Really, there's nobody near 10 yards near a Barcelona player.
You just get the feeling this could get even worse if you're a Basque, and absolutely heavenly if you're a Barca fan.
Well, I think Guardiola now should look at the bench. I'm sure he will be looking at the bench.
Samueleto loses out there to Iraola. It'll be a throw into Football Club Barcelona, though. Oh, that's a good angle.
Great angle, seeing that.
Just in off the post from Xavi.
I don't know what the keeper's thinking about. He sees it, it's going, and sort of, as you said earlier, it looks like he's going to hit the post and sort of takes his concentration away from the whole thing.
4-1 to Football Club Barcelona. It looks like the 2009 Spanish Cup will be their first title of the season. Will it be the last? They've got the league next weekend, and in 2 weeks' time, an important date in Rome with Manchester United. Corner to Barca. Xavi swings it in. Could have gone anywhere. Instead, it's just run all the way out to the far side, and it will be a goal kick to Athletic Club Bilbao.
I think it's important now that the central defence don't give anything away. You know, keep it nice and tight. Good practice for the games to come, and push on for another goal. Certainly deserve it. Been good stuff, and a lot of it, as I said earlier in the game, has stemmed from Messi, who seems to be, you know, reignited again this evening. Because it's not been easy to get to pull back into this game, Nick. It's been difficult because Bilbao have been pressing and tackling hard, and it's not been an easy one. But they've got themselves back in and really look like they're enjoying it.
Barca beginning to produce the form we've seen all season. Keita, well, he sliced that one, but Keita's worked hard in midfield. Yep. And totally agree with you there on Leo Messi. He's looked much sharper today than we've seen him for a month or so, Steve.
Yeah, he's taking the ball. He's dribbling, he's making little passes. The weight of his passing is excellent. Movement's excellent. Shots at goal, setting things up, and of course got a goal. And yeah, it's great to see him back.
Of course, he was overshadowed last week by Andres Iniesta, and on several occasions recently, Andres Iniesta has been standing out. Tonight, though, Leo Messi is back.
It's the beauty of having, you know, so many top players. Iniesta's out, Xavi's there, Messi's there. And Messi's out, Iniesta's there, Xavi, and vice versa. You know, it's great to have a bundle of players like that.
Halfway through the second half, it's a free kick played into the box. The flag goes up. It was wide anyway from Llorente. Difficult to see what Joaquin Caparrós can do here, Steve.
Don't think it's too much you can do, Nick. I think the game is won. I don't think there's any doubt of that.
Barca looking at their 25th Spanish Cup. Record holders. Piqué plays the ball across to Carlos Puyol. Puyol just nudged as he played the ball away. It'll be a free kick, and certainly Barca looking out for any more injury problems, Steve.
Yeah, I don't need it, especially at this stage. 4-1 up, just be nice and tight. Play the ball about the park, keep possession.
Substitutes? At some point, I would have thought.
I would imagine so. It'd be good to give Good Johnson a run, I think.
Yeah, Good Johnson, Kleb, these players that have played a big part in this cup run, but it's Bilbao in possession. A player goes down on the far side. Little slip there from Llorente. Doesn't really claim either, so Pinto with the ball rolls it out to Busquets. Dani Alves receives. Close down, the ball will go off for a throw into FCB. Over halfway through the second half. Leo Messi just losing out.
Good interception again by Keita there in the middle of the park, Nick. Closing down. Allows Piqué to break away.
Piqué getting a little bit carried away, loses the ball way up the field.
Oh, he's on. He was on there too. It's lucky. You know, as I said earlier, Barcelona just got to shut up shop at the back, and there's no reason for Keita to be up there and charging forward. Just give the ball.
Piqué, rather.
Sorry, Piqué. Yeah, just give the ball and get back into position at this stage. Don't need anything else.
Dani Alves combining with Leo Messi. Xavi pushing it forward to Leo Messi, who will have spotted the run. Plays the 1-2 with Samuel Eto'o and Keita. Keita again out to Puyol. Puyol looking to take his man on. Xavi Martinez close up on Puyol, just holding him there. Ref didn't spot that, and Puyol, I think, would be penalised for controlling the ball with both feet when he was on the ground. No, it's Xavi Martinez who has given away the free kick. Again, well spotted by Medina Cantalejo. He's having a good evening. Free kick taken. Dani Alves out to the far side. Piqué controls. Still Piqué. He's lost out to Amora Bieta in the end. Basque players complaining that they thought there was a handball there.
Just look at the replay. Keita's up and sort of joint of shoulder to body sort of controls it.
Ball in the possession of Relive for Athletic Club Bilbao. There'll be a long ball forward, no surprise there, looking for Llorente. Beaten to the ball by Touré. Head tennis continues and Touré is bundled over. It'll be a free kick given away by Fernando Llorente.
Yeah, Llorente's a handful, Nick. He's a big boy, he's good in the air, and that looks like what Bilbao are going to try and do, just play long balls, try and get support to it and get something back and try and get themselves back into this game. But they're nowhere near Barcelona in midfield. See, Barcelona have got bodies in there, they've got time and space on the ball, they're doing exactly what they want to do, they can do what they like, there's nobody near them. And until Bilbao control Barcelona or get pressure on in the middle of the park, there's nothing really they're going to be able to do to change this game.
Xavi combining with Leo Messi, the old laser starting. Down to Carlos Puyol. Barca making plenty of space. Every player that receives has got time to turn, look round. The ball will find Eto'o. It's gone over for a goal kick.
Yeah, it looks like Bilbao look a bit disconsolate and look like they've lost the fight. The fight's gone out of them. Not really willing to work and chase back to get into this game. When they've got the ball, we'll try something, but you know, at times like this, when they've not got the ball and they've got to work really hard to get it back, doesn't look like there's any fight in them. Barcelona controlling it 5 yards between them and any other player near them. Just look at it here. Nobody near Messi, right in the middle of the park.
Messi starting one of his runs, maybe. Drops it off for Samuel Eto'o. Eto'o strikes, and Iraithov gathers at the second attempt.
You know, Bilbao don't close Barcelona down more than they are right now. It would seem to me it's just a matter of time before they stick another one in the back of the net.
Entertaining football from the future league champions. I think I'm allowed to say that. 1 point needed from a possible 9. The ball's cleared by Carlos Puyol. Thrown to Athletic. Iraola will swing one in. And it'll be a free kick for the challenge on Busquets.
Llorente again. Referee really giving him no leeway at all, Llorente.
And it is a big part of his game, that physical side.
Yeah.
So he's a bit of an old-fashioned centre-forward,
Yeah, he's a big
isn't he?
physical striker. But it can be effective if they get right service into him, of course, but it's not happened tonight so far.
A little bit one-dimensional, maybe. Just 24 years old. Dani Alves now on the far side, looks to get the cross in. It comes off for a corner to Football Club Barcelona off Koikili. Alves and Koikili, two tough little battlers there on the far
Yeah, it looks
side.
like they're good friends. They'll be sending Christmas cards to each other this year, I think.
Yeah, with little things inside that go bang. You can't say that, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
What are you saying?
Well, I sent one to my brother when I was, birthday cards where you blow the candles out.
Yeah.
Xavi with the free kick, corner rather, on the far side. Short one to Messi. Dani Alves. Ball cleared out for a throw in to Football Club Barcelona. 15 minutes gone, Barca dominating this game 4-1 after going 1-0 down to Toquero. Touré, Messi, Boyan and Xabi establishing that lead. It's Boyan on the near side, combining with Puyol, Busquets. Dani Alves brings it down for Leo Messi. Alves again inside for Xabi. Xabi looking to thread it through, is picked out by Samuel Eto'o. Oh, Messi stays on his feet. The challenge by Suzaeta. Barca maintaining possession. Xabi looking for Keita. It's cleared, but it'll be picked up again by FCB. Busquets heading it forward. This time, Iraithov picks up. We're seeing this Barca that we've been seeing a lot this season, Steve. Where
with all the injuries they've had, Nick, but they've got a good, nice rhythm going now, and touch is good, movement's good. To be fair, Bilbao really giving up the ghost when Barcelona are on the ball.
Free kick given against Xabi. Into the last quarter of an hour. Athletic Club Bilbao 1, Barcelona 4.
Barca players look to be enjoying themselves. Nick, I mentioned that earlier. Look like they're really enjoying themselves. But the only thing is just that touch wood, just that possible silly tackle or silly challenge, and somebody gets an injury. Just got to steer clear of that.
Well, then surely it's an option to bring on the subs and maybe take off Xabi players, because you can't have Champions League final without Iniesta, Henry, Market and Alves in that. Oh, hold on, the ball is cleared and it'll be a corner, something maybe to cheer up the Athletic fans behind the goal to our right. The dominant colours in the stadium are red and white. The long-range effort there is blocked on the edge of the box, and now Barca can counter. Boyan slips it through, looking for Eto'o, doesn't come off, and Athletic clear up to the halfway line. Ball play forward, Alves clears the danger. Athletic looking for a free kick. Instead, the flag had gone up for offside. And it'll be Barca's ball. Piqué in possession, plays it back to Jose Pinto, the Barca goalkeeper, who's been there for every minute of this Spanish Cup run that looks like ending with Barca lifting up a cup they last had in their hands 11 years ago. The hero that night, of course, another goalkeeper, Ruud Hesp, in the penalty shootout. Dani Alves will take this throw in. I'm surprised there's no substitute yet from Guardiola, though, Steve. Not just because of the saving of their legs, but also this idea of getting everyone involved. And
yeah, but it's working so well. I'm sure he's a bit loath to change it. But, you know, simply for that reason you've just mentioned, I'm sure there will be a change or two before the end.
Suzaeta turns Dani Alves. Has to lay it off. The ball will be played in towards Llorente. Good clearance by Piqué. Echeverria tries a overhead kick. Picked up by Obaith. Sliding challenge from Boyan. Playing at left back there for a moment. Iraola with the throw in. Long one into the box. Clear by Keita. Boyan plays it forward. Samuel Eto'o can't get there. Amora Bieta's on him. But he now does. Out to Leo Messi. Leo Messi could go on a run here. Leo Messi bearing down on the D. Leo Messi, still Leo Messi. Oh, it just slipped away from him, Steve, at the end.
Yeah, he's gone for the thing. He had a player either side of him. I think it was Xavi had come round the other side, run off the ball. Great run off the ball. And I think it was a boy on the other side. Could have passed either side, but
he could have passed. But
yeah.
also, what we do like to see that now and then, don't we? The George Best style run.
Yeah, as long as he gets a finish to the end of it, we do.
Samuel Eto'o showing too much of the ball, but he gets it away to Keita. Boyan returns the ball to Keita. Keita inside to Samuel Eto'o. Boyan switching it. Xabi out to Dani Alves. The Olays going up again. Xabi inside to Busquets. Xabi once more. Plays the 1-2 with Samuel Eto'o. Picked up by Leo Messi. Boyan inside the area. Might look to get it on his right foot. Takes the shot, but it's into the hands of Iraola. And if this was a boxing match, the referee would have stopped it by now. Certainly more than groggy Athletic Club Bilbao. And Pinto with the ball now. Boyan looking a little bit tired there.
It looks like he's getting off. He's looking towards the bench. Yeah.
Guardiola making signals to speed up the introduction of substitutes. The ball's played out to Dani Alves. Alves drops it off for Leo Messi. Leo Messi, who's been unable to pick up a trophy with Barca over the last 2 years. The ball played out to Dani Alves. He's inside the box, cuts it back for Xabi, lays it off for Keita. What a wonderful move that would have been. Chance for Samuel Eto'o. Oh, it's blocked by Iraola.
Good block too. It was quick reaction stuff, reflex stuff.
And the flick on by Xabi there, Steve. Just, a thing of beauty indeed. And Barca, just training game.
Well, the fight's out of Bilbao. Obviously, we're in, 37 minutes into the second half. Bilbao 4-1 down. So, Ghost has been well and truly given up.
Samuel Eto'o plays it of the box. And I think it was Boyan who was just pushed over. Leo Messi just pushed over there.
Well, I think he kicked over, Nick.
Athletic Club Bilbao on the break. Can they get themselves another goal? The ball is played dreadfully cut back there. Two players on the edge of the six, and it's played out of the area. This is what you were talking about, Steve. Leo Messi still down.
Yeah, he got it in the ankle. Wasn't a pushover. I'm sure he got it in foot. substitution.
Kleb is the man who'll be coming on for Boyan.
Yeah, Boyan looks like he did get a knock, and he's now off, and gives Kleb a few minutes.
Boyan, of course, will be happy with his 5th goal in the Spanish Cup. He's only 18. He's going to pick up his first major trophy with the club of his heart. What a moment for him and his father in the stands. Kleb just giving instructions to Samuel Eto'o. Guardiola would have sent him on with those. And it'll be a drop ball to be contested with between Llorente and Puyol. Referee had stopped play, and the ball played back to Pinto. 39 minutes gone, and there's no real argument about this one, Steve. The Barcelona have deserved this. Pinto's had such an easy night.
Yeah, apart from the goal, and you know, early on in the game, Barcelona dominated proceedings. But really dominated, Nick, really dominated. And you know, it's a great night, and it's deservedly so that Barcelona really pick up the first title of the season. They played some wonderful football this year, and also this evening. Just as I said, that Kleb kicks the ball out of the park.
Yeah, not the best first touch from Alexander Kleb, and Samuel Eto'o, no chance of getting on the end of that one. But it is a reward. They do deserve a reward. It would have been horrendous if Barca had... oh, wait a minute, Pinto having to... Pinto is Ibra Thoth, isn't it? Sorry, Steve.
I'll tell you what is why you're saying that, because he's dressed in black. And subconsciously, Pinto normally dresses in black.
There you go. Thanks for helping me out there. But it's
yeah,
Barca attacking again. The ball. Ooh, and Alves almost sneaked one in. And Ibra Thoth clears over for a corner.
Yeah. Alves puts it in with real power. I don't know if I get deflection.
I want to have another look at that one. Do you think it was deliberate? Was he?
I don't know if I get deflected in the way in.
The corner will be taken on the far side by Leo Messi and Xavi.
When they finally get a ball, yeah.
Barca attacking the goal, the end populated mostly by Barca fans, and they've been treated to all the second half goals. As the ball's in there, Bilbao area cleared. As far as Kleb plays a lovely ball to the edge of the D. Messi, Samuel Eto'o looking to turn, shoots, and it's wide, not far wide.
Eto'o had a chance there, Nick, just to let that run through him and hit it in the turn. Here it is here, he just lets it run through, takes it a touch, but he chooses to turn the other way and try and get the shot in.
Going back to what we were saying though, the idea that Barca who've played, we were talking about this on Sunday, they deserve the title, the league title, more than any other team has in recent years.
Yeah, well,
and
I think
if they can get more than one title, all the better. Yeah,
no, I think they've been an absolute joy to watch this season. Credit to football in general, and really an example of how football should be played. There's no doubt about that.
Big argument there about, hold on a minute, the ball played into the Barca box, and Puyol clearing. He was just nudged there as he went down, and it will be a free kick in favour of FCB. But this big argument that teams, are supposed to play defensively, and the reality is, if more teams played like Barca, we'd all enjoy it a lot more, the beautiful game of football.
Yeah, but the reality, Nick, is there's not many Xavi, Iniesta and Messi's around, is there?
Not many teams have got those resources, as Xavi will be substituted now with just over 2 minutes to go. Pedro coming on. Pedro, we haven't seen him in a while. He's been helping Luis Enrique's boys. He takes his place on the pitch.
It's always good for the kids to get a little step up and get into the big matches.
And to win the Spanish Cup.
The Spanish Cup, although he's only going to play a couple of minutes in this final, it's great for him to get on the pitch. And it's great to get Xavi off it, I've got to say.
Certainly, and then I would
keep him safe.
Bring Leo Messi off as well. Got one more substitution you can make, as Dani Alves not the best of crosses this evening. It goes out for a goal kick. Barcelona, I think we can say it now, 2009 Spanish Cup champions.
Yeah, Touré going off.
Touré, the next one to be replaced.
Yeah, and I think Guardiola's just trying to give players a little run out. This is Silvinho and gets him on the pitch as well. It's always great to go in the cup final, and especially when you're winning like this and comfortably and there's no pressure, just go in there for a couple of minutes, have a run around, then go up and collect a cup. Can't ask you more than that for a day's work, can you?
Certainly not, and it's good for players like Silvinho who have not had such a prominent part to play, and now they're going to pick up an important trophy, the trophy that is the Copa del Rey, the Spanish Cup, the King's Cup. It's Barcelona's in 2009. Piqué playing the ball forward, plenty of flag waving from both sets of fans, but it'll be the Barca fans jumping for joy any moment now. We're into the last minute. Messi plays it inside to Keita, two of the outstanding players for FCB this evening. Kleb receives, going through the motions, the fans beginning to celebrate as Samuel Eto'o takes a knock there, and it will be a free kick. Obvious frustration from some of the Athletic players. They started well, minute number 8, Torquero put them ahead, but it's been all downhill since Touré's strike on the half hour.
Well, I think, Nick, tonight everybody wins. It's, Barcelona win the match, of course, and take the cup. But Bilbao get to the final and be in Europe next year, so they'll be happy with that. So really, the fans, both sets of fans will be happy. The Bilbao fans would have wanted to win, but they'll satisfy themselves with getting to the final, having a great day out, and being in Europe for next year. I'm sure of that.
And I think it's different if you say, well, we could have won that, but for this, but for that. It's Thomas the Tank Engine, steps up, Alves, and a great save from Iraithov. Could have been number 5, and the ball goes out for a throw-in on the near touchline in favour of FCB, with Silvinho to take a part in this Barcelona Spanish Cup title. Eto'o looking for the corner, doesn't get it. The ball goes into the area, cleared upfield, picked up by Dani Alves. Kleb outside the D, long range effort over high and wide. 46 minutes gone, 1 minute over the 45. Barcelona are about to be champions. Good to see both sets of fans celebrating together. Obviously, as you said, Bilbao will have to stand back and say, well, we're in Europe and beaten by a better team.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. This is a Barcelona team that's pretty much watered down through injuries and suspensions, but it's still good enough to deal with Bilbao. And that's the beauty of the Barcelona team, Nick. It's not just a team, it's a whole squad. And Guardiola has rotated that squad throughout the season, throughout the year, and now they're getting the rewards.
Valencia were winners last season, beaten Getafe. Sevilla the year before also beaten Getafe, who've had a little bit of poor luck in recent years. But it's Barcelona regaining the cup. They last won in 97-98, beating Mallorca on penalties. The year before that, they also won it, beating Betis. The year before, they lost to Atletico Madrid, but they are the kings of cups in Spain. We are just waiting for the whistle to go as Barca move forward with Samuel Eto'o. Pedro receives just on the byline. Can he cut it back? He does. The ball now with Silvinho, plays it in, and it was almost Samuel Eto'o. Out it goes for a corner. Cantalejo surely will blow the whistle after this. They're out, they're on the floor, and they have got no chance of coming back. That's an understatement with 3 minutes gone in injury time. And good to see again the fans enjoying it. And there is the final whistle. Barcelona are 2009 Spanish Cup winners, and it was all very easy in the end, Steve.
It was a great game night. Barcelona started a little bit shaky, got a goal against them, came back, then from there on got the full backs pushed into the middle of the park, dominated the game from there. More bodies in there. We were able to dominate the possession, got the balls through to the strikers. Great runs from strikers and midfield players, and thoroughly deserved the win. And nice goals in the process, and just excellent play overall.
And we didn't see the harsh battle that some people do, because remember the last time they played in the cup final, it was the Maradona Cup final in Bernabeu, which Endika, the scorer of the Bilbao goal, is really upset about, because all people talk about when they talk about that final was the battle. Were you there, Steve?
No, I wasn't. It was before I came to Barcelona, just a year before I came. But no, I mean, it's nothing to do with this final. Games have changed, a different era now. There's no real tackling allowed in the game anyway, so that's all out of it. It's only it's more of a purist game and more football in it. And I think that a lot of credit also goes to the Bilbao fans. They've been excellent, supported their fans brilliantly this evening. 4-1 down, they're still screaming from the touchlines. And, a lot of disappointment. You see the guys there in tears, having lost the cup. But, it's a great night for everybody. The fans are happy,
I mean, the fans obviously were dreaming of a win. They're just talking about Athletic Club fans. But they're kind of sitting there and say, well, we've come here for the party. And
well, I think they came here to win.
Obviously.
But they'll console themselves certainly with European place next season, and they will obviously be very disappointed with the defeat. Great for Barcelona, great for Guardiola's first trophy of this year, and I'm sure it'll be the first of many trophies in his managerial career. Delighted for him. He's a lovely guy. He's shown himself to be a shrewd manager. Got the first trophy in the bag, 2 more to go. And
there were a lot of question marks a lot of eyebrows raised when Pep Guardiola was appointed. And then, of course, that start to the season, losing in Numancia, the draw with Getafe.
Yeah.
And you don't get a lot of time sometimes from the press, Steve.
No, and but let's not forget, Guardiola is inexperienced. There's no doubt about that, Nick. This is his first job, and it's a big job.
And he's going to make mistakes.
Yeah, of course he is. But the beauty for him is he's got some fantastic players on the pitch that can change a game in a flash and get him out of trouble, and then he can do the same by a bit of tactical stuff, and he gets the team out of trouble. So it's a combination. He'll grow in stature, he'll grow in experience, and he can only get better.
Just seeing now as the players make the lap of honour, the Athletic Club Bilbao players obviously saluting their fans. I think Samuel Eto'o making a very big point of saluting the Athletic Club fans as well as his own.
Yeah, I think that's great. It's a nice touch.
We have seen some nice touches. There's Echeverria. I feel for him. He's not going to get here again.
No, but he's a legend at that club, and he would have been dreadfully disappointed not to come away with something tonight. I think they've come here thinking, well, Barcelona are under pressure. They're got a lot of players out, and we've really got a chance. And obviously getting that first goal would have given them a little bit more oomph about the thing. But I think I thought they should have pushed much harder from the beginning of the game. They sat back and didn't put Barcelona under enough pressure.
Echeverria being chased by the cameras, and you're going to get more coverage the more upset you are. The Barca players looking much happier, obviously. Boyan and Puyol dancing around. And the Barca fans celebrating. They were cut short on Sunday by Villarreal, bringing themselves back to a 3-3 draw. But it's the first title after 2 seasons, blank seasons.
Yeah, a little bit seems good Johnson there, Nick. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't get some time in this match. He's not had that much minutes in recent games. So a little bit surprised we didn't see more of him.
And it's a great end to the final. You can see scenes all over the field of opposing players having a word. The fans have been wonderful all evening, and there's been a lot about this cup final that make you happy to be a football fan. There's been some just great touches, and now we're seeing all the technical staff and the backroom staff for Barca wearing a top. All the players are wearing a top. Number 25, King of Cups. 25 is the number of cups Barcelona have now. Samuel Eto'o won this cup with Mallorca, sporting an Athletic Club Bilbao scarf. And now saluting his own fans. Nobody leaving the stadium. Everybody waiting for the moment. The King presents Football Club Barcelona with the 2009 Spanish Cup. Henry is there as well, of course injured. There's still hope that he'll be fit for the Champions League final. Iniesta, also a big doubt, as we all know, for that final.
Yeah, I think it was, looking at the team tonight, Nick, I thought there were some fantastic performances. I thought the whole midfield, Xavi, Busquets, Keita, especially, I think, special mention for him, were absolutely excellent. Of course, Messi.
Totally
I thought it was a great midfield performance. Strikers were good, good service into them. Both fullbacks in Alves and Puyol pushed in to help all that happen, and both centre backs played well. But overall, I think the midfield were excellent and made everything happen.
Talking about the centre backs, we didn't really feel that Barca was threatened by Llorente. Piqué was winning that aerial battle there. That we always knew Llorente was going to be a threat, but it didn't turn out that way.
No, I think he was controlled pretty well, and he's not got pace about him. He's just a big guy, so Piqué was able to handle that pretty easily.
Plenty of hugs on the field, plenty of players waiting for the moment they pick up the Spanish Cup. Boyan, joint top scorer with 5. Overtaken actually in this final by Leo Messi. And that won't really matter. What does matter is we're waiting patiently for the Spanish Cup to be presented in Valencia. Can you tell me what goes through your mind once in between the final whistle and picking up the cup? Do you want it to just last forever, or do you want to
you want to go up there and get your medal? It's just great relief.
Because you won the cup with Tottenham.
Yeah, we won 3 cups with Tottenham and UEFA Cup, 2 FA Cups, and it was just brilliant. The time between winning it and getting up there and picking up was fantastic, because it's all relief. You're connecting then at that stage with the fans as well, so you're getting all that energy and you're giving energy. It's just a wonderful time. Then you actually get the cup in your hands and your medal.
Is that when it really sinks in, or is it the day after?
No.
When does it really hit you?
It sinks in then when you've done it, when that whistle goes, because your body it's like a release of pressure, and it's absolutely wonderful.
Steve Archibald, Cup winner with Tottenham, FA Cup winner that is, and of course league title champion with Barcelona. As we're all waiting for that moment. Great moment for the young fans there. Great moment for all the fans. And again, it's been the most sporting of finals, apart from the one incident with the carton thrown at Dani Alves, and even that was turned into a sporting incident with his own fans.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent, Nick. Yeah, a good point, Nick. And it's a great message for Bilbao fans to send out to football in general. That's the way to deal with it. Get them pointed out, get them out the stadium.
I wouldn't like to be him in his village tomorrow morning.
And don't let him back in. And he's been, he's been spotted on television, so he's got a lot to answer for.
His head will be hanging. But let's get back to the joyous scenes in Mestalla. Athletic Club Bilbao receiving their runners-up medals from the King and Queen of Spain. The Spanish FA President Villa alongside the King, trying to console the Athletic Club players. Difficult to do so, obviously.
Yeah,
we had this argument, didn't we? I was saying that it's worse to lose in a semi-final. You disagree, though, Steve?
No. How can it be worse to lose in a semi-final than losing a final?
At least you've got there. If you get to a final, you have like anything between a week, 2 weeks, or a month to look forward to it. It's you go into the ball, Steve.
No. You got to get to the final.
And win
if you're going to lose it, lose it in the final. Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you're saying it's better to lose it in the semi-final.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you no.
You should know.
Exactly.
King continuing to hand out medals to the Athletic Club Bilbao players. Koikili. Referees now there. Medina Cantalejo did well, Steve. It was
a very good game.
I mean, I think we have to talk about that. Too often referees are criticised, and people in general spend too much time saying, well, if the ref... But basically, Cantalejo controlled the game well. It was an easy game to control, but spotted everything that had to be spotted, let things go that had to be let go. And top performance there from the young lad. And it's the Bilbao fans waving their scarves. Barcelona now moving up the steps. And that's the way a cup should be presented, I think, Steve. You get sometimes these stands on the middle of the pitch, and it's nice the old tradition of having to walk up the steps. Or probably, though, a little bit tiring after 90 minutes of running around.
You look forward to that, and everybody's grabbing you and shaking your hand and patting you in the back, and it's all forms. It's part of the celebration, part of winning the cup, and it's a tradition, and it's great to do it.
Piqué being hugged by Joan Laporta. Sergi Busquets next. Piqué will be the first one up there, receiving a little mini replica of the cup. Guardiola's up there as well. The King of Cups. Barcelona. Messi there. Messi particularly good.
Yeah, but it's great to see the King. He loves his football, Nick, and he's there and he's really into the atmosphere. He just loves it. He's a great man. He's approachable, talks to people, and people can relate to him. He's king of the country, but
close friend of Chavez, the Venezuelan president. I understand.
Yeah.
Pedro. Boyan's there, Pinto. Good Johnson.
Yeah.
When I say claret and blue shirts apart, there's a wide range of tops there with the new yellow tops and orange tops.
Claret and blue in because of West Ham. That's the closest you'll ever come to it, Nick.
Well, it's closest ever come to winning the Spanish Cup final. It's
exactly.
Not allowed in that, but, Pep Guardiola up there now.
Yeah, great for him. Delighted for him. Great to see him getting the first trophy. And all of this is great for Barcelona as well, Nick, in Catalonia. It's wonderful when the city when the team win a trophy, and it makes everything easier. Sun seems to shine brighter, business is easier, and everybody goes around with a smile on their face.
And certainly there'll be tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, bearing down on the Ramblers. Although it is midnight on a Wednesday, it's an odd time. There is the moment. Carlos Puyol lifts up the 2009 Spanish Cup. Barcelona are champions. Will there be more to come? The trophy being passed around. Piqué receives it from Xabi. Next up will be Dani Alves. And it really was a team performance. They all played their part in this. The fans happy to be in this momentous moment with the team. And the celebrations up in the stand by the Barca players. Kleb hands the trophy down. This will continue and run. Next, the trophy will be paraded round in the lap of honour. A moment for the Athletic Club fans who are out singing the Barca fans. Tremendous. I don't want to go on about it too much, but tremendous performance by all the fans in the stadium except one this evening as Barca make their way down the steps. Dreams of a triple, still very much on the league, 1 point away. And then in 2 weeks' time, it's Rome and Manchester United in the Champions League final. And there's been plenty to celebrate recently. The 6-2 Cup win in Madrid. The last gasp goal of Iniesta at Stamford Bridge. And now the team photo of Barca with the 2009 Spanish Cup. And they deserve it. Boy, do they deserve it. Champagne all over the players from the team delegate there.
Yeah, what a brilliant time when you've actually won something, Nick. There's nothing better. You win the game, you start off in football and you go into it in your hopes and dreams as a kid to first of all to play and get to a big club, and then you get there and then you actually win something. There's no beating it. There's not. It's just the most wonderful feeling in the world.
Especially, I think, when you look at a lot of those players are local lads. People like Pedro, Puyol, Piqué, Boyan, Busquets. I think it does have that. It's an important trophy. It's a great win for all of the team, but maybe for the local lads, it just hits them a little bit harder.
Well, I'm not sure about that. Possibly, but you know, the happiness in winning something is pretty unique to everybody. You know, whether you come from, you know, a local guy, you come from a far-off country, you know, because when you come from a far-off country and then you come to this country and then you win something, it's very special as well, because you're a foreigner into a foreign country and winning something, it means an awful lot.
And it's a way of being accepted and taken in even more. Absolutely. Tick attack everywhere as Barca sing the hymn that's going through the ground's loudspeakers. And now it'll be everyone's turn to have their photographs taken with the cup. The first Spanish Cup since 1998 could be joined by the league title and the Champions League.
Well, delighted that Barcelona obviously got the cup, Nick, but also get through this game without injury. You know, maybe a little thing to Boyan, but I think overall we're okay. It's a brilliant night for Barcelona.
Brilliant night for Football Club Barcelona. 4-1 winners, destroying Athletic Club Bilbao to pick up the 2009 Spanish Cup title. Barcelona are champions, and there could be more to come. We'll be back with you next Sunday for the match in Mallorca. Looking forward to it. Barca champions. See you, folks.